Hey, friends and family, I am live here tonight, and we have an exciting story to share with you tonight. We are talking about the power of the plant. So, just to kind of get things started off, we want to tell you that we do not prevent, cure, or treat any disease, but we do have an amazing story to share, and we want to share this with as many people as possible. So, I am here. I am just going to get right down to the point tonight, and I'm going to let Miss Danielle take it over. So, Danielle, for those of us that are watching that don't know a little bit about you and your story, would you please share as much or as little as you would like to about yourself and then tell us why we're here?
Yes, hi, I'm Danielle and I am in New Jersey. Let's see, I am a true believer in the plant, whether if it's the oil, whether if it's the flower. Let's see, I have a very long story, which I'll make it very short because I got 9 years of a story. My, I,
We're going to do the clip notes tonight for those of
yes,
you that have a
very
short
quick.
attention span. That's
Yes.
me, by the way.
So I'm sitting outside, guys, because it's nice. Just ignore the crazy ice cream truck. So, about 9 years ago, I gave birth to this little boy. His name is Jimmy, and ever since he was 2 months old, he was sick, um, very sick. And at 2 months old, I believe I can say like what he like regular sicknesses, right? Like has it started? Well, wait, I'm live. I don't know yet. I'm live. So what happened was, sorry, my oldest distracted me.
That's okay.
Um, he has, like I said, he was sick his whole entire life. Like doctor's appointments after doctor's appointments. I thought it. I'm sorry, I'm all over. It started, like I said, at 2 months old. He was not hospitalized because I was nursing him. By the grace of God, I nursed all my children. I thought my kids, if I did that, they would not be able to get sick. I thought that was the healthiest route. That wasn't always, that's not absolutely, honestly, the best case scenario. Um, he had gotten pneumonia at 2 months old. And ever since then, it just ran its course. Um, there were nights where I would end up staying up with him, not being able to. My dog don't like the ice cream truck. I don't either. Um, I there were nights where I was afraid to go to sleep because I thought he was going to not make it because he couldn't breathe. Um, the treatments and the prescription they had him on was not working. Nothing was working on him. It went as far as last year, actually. In April, he was on, no, April, May, June. I think it was around April or May. He was on 21 medications.
Mm.
21. 21. It's getting dark out here now. 21 medications. And not one, when I tell you not one works for him, sorry, I'm turning my light on. None of them were working for him. So my girlfriend said, I have something for you because I know you're running out of options. We had taken him to Children's Hospital of Philadelphia. Nobody knew. The doctors were looking at us like, okay, well, are you giving him the medicine when he's supposed to have it? Absolutely. Then they would re question me like I didn't know how to take care of my son.
Mm.
Well, I finally said that was enough. I listened to what my girlfriend said, and she said, you know what? We have this oil. You have to try this oil. And I said, but is it going to work? Because I'm tired of putting stuff inside of him and it's not working. And
Yeah.
I started to notice we started the oil in August of last year. I am not a doctor. I'm not a doctor. I'm not a nurse. I'm not a teacher. I'm none of that. I'm just a regular class mom. Single. Well, I can't say I'm single. I'm very well taken, but I'm a stay home mom, and my son has made it through the summer. He's made it through the winter. He's made it through the fall. All the seasons that we had and that we have each year. And he has not had one doctor's visit all year long. He
Wow.
has not been to the hospital at all. No more emergency visits. And it was crazy because when we would go to the emergency room in panic and in like anxiety, I can't say that word. I'm sorry. I just did it.
No, it's okay. I understand what you're saying.
Um, and we would leave the same way we would come to the hospital. And here we are going back home with no help. And
Mm,
I felt helpless. I felt as a mom, I was failing him because I couldn't help him. And the only way that he would stop and would be able to gasp for air was to vomit,
mm,
was to make himself throw up. And being 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 years old and not understanding why your chest isn't letting you breathe. And and there was this one prescription he was on that was enough for a grown man your size
mm.
to take. And that still wasn't helping. And I had to, Legend, come here, puppy. I had taken um, my my youngest daughter, in for a sick visit. And their pediatrician had asked, "Where's Jimmy?" Come here, it's okay. He doesn't like street bikes or anything or any type of cars. Um, and I said, "Where's Jimmy?" I said, "Jimmy's at school. How's Jimmy doing?" And I didn't mean to get fresh with her, but me crying in her doctor's office, all right, me crying with her and asking her there has to be an alternative way. There has to be another way. There has to be. And I felt larger than life at that moment because I educated my doctor.
Wow. Wow. So just to recap, your son is how old now?
He will be 9 on Thursday.
Wow. And so he struggled with being
Hmm.
uncomfortable for 9 years, pretty much. He
Nine
said
years. Yep.
from since the time he was a baby, and taking all those medications. So and now you're saying he's not on any medications, which, by the way, Daniel said, we're not doctors, and we certainly don't recommend you stop taking any medications. We can't recommend that at all, and we certainly don't. As a matter of fact, before taking any kind of supplement, obviously consult your doctor. But Danielle obviously found something here that works, and it has been working very well for her. And I think the main point of tonight, and correct me if I'm wrong, you want to let people know that there's an alternative method out there to help people be more comfortable when they're struggling. Um, that
That's like when, I'm sorry, that's like when parents come to me and they're like, "You have your son on CBD? Like, isn't that going to make him high?" I'm like, no. I'm
yeah,
like, he could drink this whole bottle right here. And the worst case scenario, he'll go in his room and play Fortnite all night and I won't even hear a darn thing from him.
I
You know,
feel like we
like,
should elaborate on that a little bit because I too also share a passion for the plant and to help people understand and to get a little more educated about what the plant can do for them and what the difference is between marijuana and hemp. So
mhm,
basically, hemp is just more cannabinoids with less THC, and many products are kid friendly where you can actually do zero THC,
yes.
which I love that fact because myself, I'm in sobriety.
Uh,
I choose to be of calm, clear thinking, and I certainly don't like anything that alters my mind state, if you know what I mean.
yes.
So the difference between marijuana and CBD or hemp is marijuana has a high THC content, where CBD has, or the oil that we use has very high CBD or cannabinoids, which we have an endocannabinoid system in our body, which this basically is already in our body. So this just helps feed our body what we're missing. And
Hmm.
there's a lot of imbalance in a lot of people's lives. And so this particular product that you're speaking of just helps balance us without the high. If you're talking about pot, if you're talking about marijuana, very high THC, and obviously the intention behind that is to alter the state of mind. A lot of people use it medically to alleviate pain or to escape their current mental status. So obviously they want to get out of that element. Where this is, you get all the medical benefits of the plant without the high. So I mean,
Well,
it's
you know
really
what I say
important.
though? I say when I get confronted about it is I get a lot of people that say, "Well, I already smoke," and I said, "Okay, well, you could get both of best worlds, honestly, and you will be absolutely fine." So like it's because like CBD is amazing, and I'm gonna tell everybody now. I have pain in well, I did it again. I have discomfort in
Hmm.
my hip. I have discomfort in my lower back, and I just want to tell everybody that when I take my CBD, I can literally walk my whole entire town 3 times over.
Yeah, I have a
And
lot of
when-
friends that say the same thing. They
yes,
struggle with discomfort, and they that the plant makes them a lot more comfortable, and it improves the quality of their
I
mobility to be
also
able to just get up and go around and do things without feeling like they have to stay at home.
I also have a daughter that suffers from doing projects in front of a class, that suffers from her being overworked,
Mhm.
and whenever she has projects or reports due that she had to stand in front of the class, she would actually come to me and say, "Hey mom, do you have some CBD?" And and she's going to be 13, and I don't have to, she knows how to take it. So, and she would go in the kitchen and she would take it herself and she would be absolutely fine. Then on the other days when she would have to pick up her brother from school, she would know the days when her brother would take his oil, and let's say like we were in a rush that day and we didn't make it for our morning dosage, she would know the
Wow.
difference from picking him up after school, because she would call me and say, "Mom, did Jimmy take his CBD today? Because he is off the hook." And as soon as he'd walk in, we would take it, and within 15-20 minutes he would be nice and calm. So this oil has not helped us free up his his help me out, his airwaves.
Hmm.
It has helped him behave better. It helps him control his outburst. It And I'm kind of sad that I'm choosing homeschooling this year, only for the simple fact is because of the last 8 years.
Wow.
Now, once again, I'm still no doctor, I'm still no nurse. I just don't, I just think it's a better opportunity right now
Yeah.
for him to be homeschooled. And I had upped his CBD to the 750, and his teachers were getting excited to see the results from that.
Wow.
Cause yeah, and there was no more school. So I don't know, but I
Let,
think
let
I
me
don't know.
ask you a
I'm a true
question.
believer.
What does it mean to you that this friend of yours reached out? And you can name them if you want to. You don't necessarily have to mention their name, but the fact that someone approached you, probably apprehensively, but obviously they had a passion for what was going on and they cared enough about you to share this with somebody else, what would you say to somebody who was apprehensive about trying something like what you have to offer? And what does it
Honest,
mean to you that they reached out to you? Obviously, it's going to be uh, pretty strong.
honestly, I owe her for honestly saving my son,
Mhm.
because not only did she save my son, she actually gave me a peace of mind knowing that there's there's help out there for other moms that were struggling and that were feeling helpless. And I tell her all the time, I thank her for actually sending me my first bottle of CBD, because she actually sent it to me. So, and once I saw it working, it was over with. The whole world had to know, like, literally. And I did a live the other day, and I was kind of crazy. I had music going because I'm excited. And if I could get on a loudspeaker and just announce it to the world what the power of this plant could do,
Mhm.
then I would. But
I
I'm
wish we could
for
just
letting
give
my voice out
everybody.
enough.
I wish we could just give everybody a bottle, and then they could just send you a check for what it's worth, because
Yeah,
it's going to
yeah,
be so much more worth than what you will pay for it in the bottle. So
exactly. It's like, it's like, what is what is our guarantee? We have what,
60
like
days,
60
money
days.
back, empty bottle guarantee. If you don't like it, or if you don't have the results you were hoping for, you can actually just use the whole product and send back the empty bottle and get 100% of your money back. So,
Yeah, that's it.
mhm.
So, guys, I want everybody to know that there is hope, and you do not have to go to bed feeling and listening to your child any longer, where those endless nights of them, and they just can't gasp air, like don't don't put them through that anymore. Don't put them through that. Don't put yourself through that, because just imagine how scary that is for them.
Absolutely.
And we have that key, we have that plant to help you guys. That's it. Don't be scared.
That's awesome, Daniel. I would just want to say thank you for being brave enough to share your story. I know a lot of us have a problem going on camera and really telling people our story because it's personal. You know, it hits home.
Yeah.
And I think that it's really commendable that you would come on camera and you would share your story and just overcome the fear of being on camera so that other people might have the opportunity to share the hope that we have and the power of that plant and the power of that product. So how would somebody go about reaching out to you if they wanted to get more information on
They can just inbox me, message me on Facebook, and I
okay.
can direct you guys to, I can show you, I can tell you where to get it and send you my link, send you all my information.
Okay, sounds good. Well, again, I just want to thank you so much for coming on tonight and sharing a little bit of your son's story. And it sounds like you've got more family that's enjoying the product, with yourself included. And I'm just
Yeah.
extremely grateful for your time to come on here tonight and to share your story. And I couldn't be more thankful for your bravery and coming on camera just to share what this product has done for you and your family. And it means a lot to me that you would come on camera and share that. So thank you so much for that.
You're welcome, Walter, and thank you so much.
We'll stay in touch. We'll talk
I
soon. Thank you again.
All right, I will. Thank you.
All right. Bye bye.
Okay, bye.